What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with another PSA reveal. Had an order come in. Don't have the information in front of me, but like all of them, it's a catch-up order. It took months. The card up top, though, is a reslab that I recently sent in. Showed it off in a mail day. It's a 1995 Bowman's Best Scott Rowland refractor in a mint 9. The refractors of Hall of Fame or Hall of Fame potential players from back in the mid-90s for the rookie cards has been escalating quite a bit. This one, when I bought it, was actually mislabeled. It was labeled as a 1996 Bowman's Best, so I sent it in to get it reholdered, and I'm a little disappointed because if you can see right there, there's something in the case, so obviously distracting, especially as a refractor card, so that's pretty disappointing. And then on the back, there's something, I forget offhand, there it is, right in there, right there, something in there. So we got debris on both sides of the card, so, you know, this wasn't a horrific wait. I was actually impressed with how quickly it came back, and now I feel like I gotta send pictures and be like, yo, I consider this unacceptable. It's one thing if the case is lightly scratched and you can kind of buff it out, but when you have stuff inside the case, to me, that is that's really disappointing, and that's thumbs down for quality control there. So let's get with the actual graded card order. I'll show you what I got in. Most of these cards are mine, and then I have a few for someone else in my group. So this is a 64 Topps Phillies rookies, Ritchie Alan and John Hernstein. So this one, obviously, corners show wear. Knew this wouldn't grade well. Just tossed it in to get it slabbed, and I actually had one that looked really good that I placed straight behind it. Thought maybe that would, the look at this one would kind of make the other one look a little better. It got what I expected, so not bad there overall. This is the one that did get a 6. Was holding out hope that maybe I could pull off the 7, but I really expected it to be a 6. And a 6 is a solid grade for a 64. Nice collector's grade there. So Ritchie Alan, fantastic player. If you don't know much about him, do a little research, and you'll find out what a fantastic offensive player he was for years. And he has an outside chance at reaching the Hall of Fame. Probably a little better than an outside chance. It'll be through the Veterans Committee, but his stuff's actually been rising quite a bit rookie-wise. So I've been trying to pick some up. I really would love to have this card in a 7 or an 8. I had an opportunity to get it for an 8, and I let a fellow member of the community get it, and now I have not seen one in an 8 at that price point in a while, and I don't think I will. So I have a ton of these out for grading, but for the most part, they're ones that I'd be happy with 6s for. So we'll see what happens. Got some 71 Topps. Just got on a 71 Topps kick at one point. Just think they look great slabbed. And this is Tony Olivo. Really clean, but obviously off-center. So it got a 6. And honestly, with grades for 71s, they're so tough that I'm perfectly happy accepting mid and even lower grades, so I have a bunch out. 71 Topps Ernie Banks in a 5. So it's cool to add them to the collection. I think they look great slabbed, and I think these, particularly 71, look awesome in the PSA holders. A lot of cards look amazing in SGC. I don't know that I personally think the black border cards look as good. I think they blend in too much in the SGC cases, but here's a sweet Reggie Jackson in a 5. So to me, with vintage, even though this is like late vintage 71 Topps, I actually think it's the cutoff for vintage according to PSA. Lower or mid-grade that has great eye appeal, that's what I'm all about with vintage. I actually don't find the high-grade vintage all that appealing. I mean, they're great to look at, but that's not really what really old cards are supposed to look like. So here's an Eloy Jimenez purple refractor from 2019 Bowman's Best in a 10. So a nice color Eloy. Got a Wander Franco from 2019 Bowman's Best in a 10. Wander Franco, we'll see if he can potentially maybe make an early Major League debut this year in baseball. It's definitely possible. We've got a 2019 Bowman's Best Mike Trout Orange Refractor. Beautiful card for the Trout collection. Serial number 3 of 25. So a nice 10 on the Trout. I think Bald Rhino, a fellow member of this community, might be onto something. I don't know. PSA might not like Nolan Arenado. I swear, Arenado, I am just like on an extreme streak of 9s. He's one of those guys, if I get a color parallel or something, or a numbered, I usually toss him into the potential slab candidate pile. And then lately, I've been getting hit with 9s and all the Arenado stuff. So, there's a 9. Still be a great card for someone's collection. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not. These ones are for Brian. So he sent a few cards in. Got a Baker Mayfield, Prism, rookie autographs in a 10. So that's obviously really nice. And he had 10 minimum grades and did not probably do as well as he would like. Got the Cody Hosey first Bowman, Blue Wave in a 10. And then a first Bowman purple, Ryan Nelson in a 10. But the others, and this is the risk you run with putting minimum grades because you do get charged. None of these PSA felt made the minimum grade, so they might have been 9. The types of cards, like I didn't look them over, but they could easily be 9.5 maybe with SGC. So I'll reach out and see what he wants to do with these, if he just wants them back raw or take a shot over at SGC. But unfortunately, hammered on these ones here. But other than that, did pretty well. Always fun. Should have more PSA orders coming in. Have a ton of orders still open, and they are all, for the most part, moving along. So a lot in the assembly phase. It seems like PSA obviously has a huge backlog of cards that get graded, but they also have a backlog of cards that need to actually be encapsulated and such. So should be fun. So stay tuned to the channel if you're into the grading card reveals, because I'll definitely have them. Of course, I'll have a few box breaks from time to time and mail days. So comment below, let me know what you think of the returns from PSA, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.